What's up, YouTube? My name is Bigboysnacksjonnytv. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And tonight I go my WWE NXT review on highlights. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys please watch the video from the beginning to the end. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this, because I'm on the road to 7K and become a YouTube partner for the very first time. Go check out my WWE Raw review on highlights that I post on the channel, and follow my social media down below in the description. Let's get started. Now, WWE NXT was a good show for what it was, and I enjoyed the show for what it was. Alright, it says right here. It said it's Tuesday night, and you know what that means. The post WWE NXT Deadline episode of NXT will go down tonight, and Ringside News has got you covered with live play-by-play results coverage for the December 10th, 2024 episode. WWE NXT will start this week at 8 o'clock a.m. Standard Time Eastern Time. As always, match by match highlights and results from the show will take place on this very page. Feel free to leave any reactions in the comments section below. You can check out the lineup below. Let me read the match card. WWE NXT lineup. Tag team match: Gigi Dolan and Tatum Pasley takes on Fatal Influence, Jasper Nick and Jesse Jane. Singles match: Wesley versus the young OG Javon Evans. Tag team match: Tank Hank Walker and Tank Lager versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. 2024 Men's Iron Survivors match winners. The ruler of NXT, Oba Family, will address the NXT universe. In 2024, the Iron Survivors match winner, the Beautiful Madness, my queen, Julia, will speak tonight. WWE results. WWE NXT results. The show opens up with a video package recapping this past Saturday night's WWE NXT Deadline PLE. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T and Vic Joseph then welcomes us to the show, and 2024 Women's Iron Survivor match winner, the beautiful Madness, my queen herself, Julia, makes her way down to the ring to address the NXT universe. And one thing I gotta say before I continue for this review, Shawn Michaels is the best booker of the year because he knows how to book Julia's storyline very well. And I applaud Shawn Michaels for that. And that's all I gotta say. I'm glad that I put this out there. But anyway, let me continue. It says Julia starts off by saying she's the woman's Iron Survivor, which means she's going to do what she come to do at New Year's Eve, and that is win the NXT Women's Championship from Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez music then hits, and she makes her way out. Roxanne Perez says Julia may have won the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge, but she still isn't on her level. Roxanne Perez then says no one is the women's division is on her level, and the result will be the same as New York's Evil. Roxanne Perez then says she still be holding up the NXT Women's Championship after the upcoming special. Cora Jade then appears and says Stephanie Valkyrie won't be coming down to the ring to save Julia. When they see Stephanie Valkyrie laid out backstage on the big screen, open the door for Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade to blindside Julia. Keelani Jordan music then hits, and she makes her way down to the ring with the kendo stick in hand to even the odds. Julia and Cora Jade then clears Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade from ringside. So Julia and Keelani then clears Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade from the ring. All right, this was a pretty cool segment by Julia. All right, we then get a video footage from after NXT Deadline of All Ego Ethan Page promo. We then see a shot of several wrestlers watching the promo in the backstage area, while Ethan Page was sitting on a couch looking depressed. Tony D'Angelo and the D'Angelo family then shows up. D'Angelo then offers All Ego Ethan Page a shot at his NXT North American Championship. All Ego Ethan Page says it was a step down for him. D'Angelo then says he was trying to be a nice guy and he will open up the title shot to others. The wrestlers in the room then all step up and wanted the title shot. All Ego Ethan Page did as well and tells D'Angelo that he wanted the match. All Ego Ethan Page then says it wasn't a step down from him, but then says please. D'Angelo then tells all he agreed to page that. That's all he had to say. All right, let's move on. That was a pretty cool backstage segment right there by D'Angelo, Tony D'Angelo. I give him that. But anyway, let me continue. Javon Edwards then makes his way down to the ring for the first match of the night. We then head to the back where Lexis King tells Charlie Dempsey that he did some soul snatching, not some soul searching. Well, I said soul snatching. Let me read that again. We then head to the back where Lexis King tells Charlie Dempsey that he did some soul searching in Minneapolis and wants another shot at his NXT Heritage Cup. Charlie Dempsey then says he has already given him a shot and tells Lexis King to let him think about it. Lexis King then says that's all he could ask for and then makes his exit. When Sinclair, Tavion Heights, and Miles Bourne then shows up, Charlie Dempsey then praised When Sinclair and says she showed that she belongs on top of the women's division. OTM Bronco Nima, Lindsay Price, and Jada Parker then show up. Nima and Price said they can bring the tag team titles home. Jada Parker then says Win Sinclair should thank her because Win Sinclair would have never earned the final spot in the Iron Survivors Challenge match had she not taken an elbow from Lola Vice. In my eyes, Jada Parker is a superstar in my eyes because do not piss off Jada Parker because Jada Parker will be standing on business, and I respect Jada Parker for that too. So that's just my honest opinion. But anyway, let me continue. But I would love to see OTM win the NXT Tag Team Champions. Just like I want to see Jada Parker win become and like win something. Like give Jada Parker and OTM something. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see Jada Parker become champion, just like I want to see OTM become tag team champions. All right, let me continue. Wesley then makes his way down to the ring for the first match of the night. All right, so we get the singles match: Wesley versus the young OG Javon Evans. This match was really good, and I enjoyed this match. And I enjoyed this match so much. I just want to rewatch this match again. But this match was good. The match starts off with Javon Evans and Wesley exchanging strikes with each other. Javon Evans then delivers some right hands on Wesley, but Wesley returns the favor. Javon Evans then sends Wesley out of the ring and hits him with a tope suicide, then follows it up with right hands. Both men then get back inside the ring, and Javon Evans looks to fly off the top. Wesley then intercepts him with a dropkick and delivers some shoulder on his midsection in the corner. Wesley then pulls Javon Evans out of the ring and sends him crashing into two of the barricades, spine first. But Javon Evans nails him with a hurricanrana and follows it up with a dropkick. Okay. Javon Evans then looks to fly to land on Wesley on the outside, but Wesley intercepts him with a kick and flies over the top to land on him on the outside. Javon Evans then nails Wesley and delivers some right and left hands on his midsection. Javon Evans then nails Wesley with a clothesline and a back elbow, then follows it up with a spinning double roundhouse kick and a clothesline off the top. Javon Evans then goes for a pin, but Wesley kicks out. Javon Evans then hits a right hand on Wesley, but Wesley returns the favor. Javon Evans then hits Wesley with a standing Spanish fly and a powerbomb, then goes for a pin, but Wesley kicks out. Wesley then goes for a pin on Javon Evans, but the referee catches his feet on the ropes. Javon Evans then sets up for a cutter off the top rope, but Wesley sends him coming and nails him with a DDT. Wesley then follows it up with a cardite kick and goes for a pin, but Javon Evans kicks out. Javon Evans then hits a tornado on Wesley off the top rope for the win. The winner of the match, the young OG Javon Evans. This was a good match, and I had fun watching this match. So I really enjoyed this match, even though this was a good match for what it was. We then head to the back where WWE NXT Tag Team Champions Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom are having a conversation. Axiom says Nathan Frazier was close to winning the Men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Nathan Frazier then boosts that they retained their titles. Axiom then apologized to Nathan Frazier for being worried about Nathan Frazier competing in 2 matches. Axiom then says Nathan Frazier got his nose smashed, but he did it. Nathan Frazier then says he couldn't breathe and owned Axiom for what he did during their tag match. Axiom is then obsessed about Over Family winning a match he wasn't even supposed to be in. Axiom then says Nathan Frazier is his tag team partner and he will do anything for him. Nathan Frazier then says he had to make things right and will handle things. Vic Joseph then announces Tony D'Angelo versus All Eagle Ethan Page for the NXT North American Championship, and Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade versus Julia and Keelani Jordan in a tag team match, which would be the show's main event. All right. We then get a video package on Josh Briggs talking about his stay in pro wrestling. Noah Briggs says Yoshi, Yoshiki and Naramura impress him. Naramura then says Josh Briggs has fighting spirit like Satan Hansen. Amora then says Josh Briggs has a crazy side. Josh Briggs then says he says Josh Briggs then says he and Naramura click and he's not dealing with childish antics. He like he did before. Josh Briggs then says he didn't want to be in a tag team again until he saw an Anama Anamura train in Japan. Anamura then says he and Josh Briggs will are ready to create chaos in NXT. Booker T says he made a trip to Japan in 1991. Booker T then says you learn so much about yourself by doing so. Booker T then says Josh Briggs is about to grow up, and that is facts by Booker T. For what Booker T just said. We then see Sarah Scriver standing outside a medical room looking for an update on Stephanie Valkyra. Julia and Keelani Jordan then emerges from the room in a graphic mistakenly listen. Keelani Jordan as Stephanie Valkyra. Julia then yells in her native tongue, and Keelani Jordan says they needed to get ready for their main event. We then see Zarya and Soruka standing in the women's locker room and speak favorably about the Iron Survivor Challenge. Lash Legend and Jakira Jackson then interrupted them. Lash Legend says Zarya might have the other women shook, but Zarya isn't hurt. Soruka then says Lash Legend won't be saying that had she been in the Iron Survivor Challenge. Jakira Jackson then asks Soruka why she is sticking up for someone who wanted to rip her head off less than 48 hours ago. Alright, let's move on. Hank Walker and Tank Legger then makes their way down to the ring for the next match of the night. Tyreek Igwe and Tyson DuPont follow. So we get the next match, tag team match, Hank and Tank Walker and Tank Legger versus Tyson DuPont and Tyreek Igwe. This was a decent tag team match. The match started off with Tank Legger and Tyson DuPont. Tyson DuPont hits a shoulder tackle on Legger. Legger then hits a crossbody on DuPont out of the corner and tags in Walker. Igwe then tags in and nails Walker with a double shoulder tackle alongside DuPont. Igwe then hits a drop kick on Walker, then delivers some right hands on Igwe and the corner. Legger then tags in and Walker hits Igwe with a bulldog. Walker and Legger hit. It says Walker and Legger then hit a double splash on Igwe, but Igwe sends Legger's head repeatedly bouncing off the top turnbuckle and hits a splash on him in the corner. Igwe then sends Legger crashing into the mat and tagging DuPont. DuPont then hits a splash on Legger and goes for a pin on him, but Legger kicks out. DuPont then sends Legger into the corner and hits a shoulder tackle on him. then tags in Igwe. Lager then hits a back elbow on Igwe. Then sends Lager into the corner. DuPont then tags back in and hits a clothesline on Lager in the corner. Walker then tags back in and sends DuPont in the corner. Then hits a splash on Igwe off the ring steps on the outside and tag Lager back in. Lager and Walker then hit a double team move on DuPont for the win. The winner of the winner of the tag team match, Hank Walker and Tank Lager. This was a decent tag team match. After the match, Lager and Walker offered their hands to DuPont and Igwe. DuPont shakes them, but opposite Igwe opposite not to. Well, decides not to. Anyway, let's move on. We didn't see the Raw. We didn't see the Raw on Netflix graphics. The ruler of NXT, Oba Family, is then showing walking backstage. Big Joseph says the men's Iron Survivor Challenge winner is coming up next. All right, let's move on. 2024 men's Iron Survivor match winner, the ruler of NXT, Oba Family, then makes his way down to the ring to address the NXT universe. Oba Femi starts off by saying that he destroyed everyone in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. In 4 weeks at New Year's Eve, he will claim his rightful position as the ruler of NXT when he becomes NXT champion. Oba Femi then says he hasn't crossed paths with Trick Williams, but they both been dominating their respective division. Trick One's music hits and he makes his way out. Before Trick One's can say anything, Eddie Thorpe music hits and he storms down to the ring to confront Oba Family about attacking him and taking his spot in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. Oba Family then tells Eddie Thorpe to quiet down, then asks Eddie Thorpe if he saw him attack him. Eddie Thorpe then says he was attacked from behind, but he concerned it was Oba Family with how hard he was hit. Oba Family then says he's done wasting his time with Eddie Thorpe. Oba Family looks to address Eddie Thorpe, but Trick Williams cuts him off. Trick Williams says he knows fans has been waiting to see him clash with Oba Family and the two of them haven't talked much. Trick Williams then says a legacy isn't defined by how long you hold a title, but who you defeat and why you carried it. Oba Family then says the only reason that there is a whoop that Trick era is because he allowed there to be one, and the beginning of 2025 would be the end of his era. Oba Family then leaves and A Thorpe gets in Trick Williams' face and questions why he didn't press Oba Family more as a leader of the NXT locker room or give him a championship match after he was attacked. Eddie Thorpe then tells Trick Williams that he used to think of him as a man of people, but is he is a manufacturer sports entertainer that wouldn't last 2 weeks in New Japan Pro Wrestling dojos that he come up in. Trick Williams then tells Ador to stop talking. Then says he has no problem proving to everyone that he is what he says he is. That is the NXT champion. Trick Williams then offers to defend his title against Eddie Thorpe next week, and then nails him and leaves the ring. Did you see the look on Eddie Thorpe's face when Trick Williams dropped Eddie Thorpe? Eddie Thorpe had a smile on his face. He was like, yeah, Trick Williams got me. But hey, it is what it is. That was a good segment between Trick Williams, Oba Family, and Eddie Thorpe. I enjoyed that segment. All right, let's move on. Fatal Influence WWE NXT Women's North American Champion Fallon Henley, Jesse Jane, and Jasmine Nick are then showing backstage. Jesse Jane says someone is obsessed with her. Fallon Henley says she thought the person is back because of her because of an obsession with her title. Jasmine Nick then says it doesn't matter. They need to get rid of this person. Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan are then shown walking backstage. Gigi Dolan reminds Tatum Paxley that Fatal Influence has the numbers advantage. Tatum Paxley then talks about having a friend. Easy Dame then shows up and says she wants to run it back with Gigi Dolan. Sean Spears, Brooke Jensen, and Nico Vance then show up and wishes Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan good luck with their match. Sean Spears then starts to make a pitch to Easy Dan, but she blows him off and storms away. Sean Spears then smiles. Fatal Influence make their way down to the ring for the next match of the night, and Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan are already in the ring. All right, so we get the next match. So we get Tatum Paxley, tag team match of the night. Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley versus Fatal Influence, Jasmine Nick and Jesse Jane. This was a solid tag team match. The match starts off with Jesse Jane and Tatum Paxley. Jesse Jane nails Tatum Paxley from behind. Jasmine Nick and Gigi Dolan then tags in, and Gigi Dolan hits a scissors kick on Jasmine Nick's head before Tatum Paxley Tatum Paxley follows it up with an elbow drop. Gigi Dolan then hits a drop kick on Jasmine Nick that sends her crashing out of the ring. But Jasmine Nick overpowers her and tags in Jesse Jane. Jesse Jane then continues beating Gigi Dolan down, then tags Jasmine Nick back in. Jasmine Nick then jams her boot into Gigi Dolan, then tags Jesse Jane back in and hits a kick on her spine. Jasmine Nick then looks to hit a running senton, but Gigi Dolan moves out of the way and tags in Tatum Paxley. Tatum Paxley then nails Jesse Jane with the clothesline, then hits one on Jasmine Nick and follows it up with a double underhook style suplex on Jesse Jane. Tatum Paxley then stacks Jesse Jane and Jasmine Nick in the corner, then hits a crossbody on both of them and climbs to the top. Jasmine Nick then distracts the referee, opening the door for Fallon Henley to push Tatum Paxley off the top and Jesse Jane to hit a spinning right hand for the win. The winner of the tag team match, Fatal Influence, Jasmine Nick and Jesse Jane. That was a solid tag team match. After the match, Fatal Influence beat Tatum Paxley down. Gigi Dolan then looks to help Tatum Paxley out, but Fatal Influence overpowers her. Fatal Influence then continues beating Tatum Paxley and Gigi Dolan down, but Shotzi music hits and she makes her way down to the ring to even the odds. That part right there, I did not see that one coming. Nobody did not see or predict that Shotzi Blackheart was going to make her return. But I'm glad to see Shotzi back on NXT. I didn't even see this one coming. So that's all I gotta say. Alright, so it lets me know that Shotzi is going to have a match next week on NXT. Alright, let's move on. We then head to the back where Axiom tells Nathan Frazier that he went to Ava and got a match with Oba family for next week. Nathan Frazier then thanks Axiom. Nathan Frazier then says he felt bad about Axiom carrying him at deadline and was going to tell him that he went to Ava and got them an NXT Tag Team title match for next week. Axiom then says he will have to work 2 matches next week. So who will Oba family partner will be? We don't know. But let me continue. Ethan Page then makes his way down to the ring for the next match of the night, which is the NXT North American Championship match, and the Tony D, D'Angelo, and the D'Angelo family follows. So we get the next match, WWE North American Championship match, the D'Angelo the dawn of the NXT, Tony D, D'Angelo versus All Ego Ethan Page, and this match right here, this match was I might as well say this was a okay match for what it was. This match was okay for what it was. The match starts off with both men locking up. Ethan Page then hits a body slam on D'Angelo, but D'Angelo nails Ethan Page with a right hand, follows it up with a body slam of his own. D'Angelo then sends All Ego Ethan Page into the corner. Dan cinches in a side headlock on him and clothesline both Ethan Page and himself out of the ring. D'Angelo then sends Ethan Page's head bouncing off his knee and charge at him. All Ego Ethan Page then sends D'Angelo into the corner and then flies off the middle rope to land on him and goes for a pin. D'Angelo then kicks out, but All Ego Ethan Page hits him with a body slam. D'Angelo then hits a back suplex on Ethan Page, and both men exchange right hands with each other. D'Angelo then nails All Ego Ethan Page with a couple of belly to belly suplexes, and Ethan Page hits a kick on D'Angelo's head. D'Angelo then nails Ethan Page with a spear and goes for a pin, but All Ego Ethan Page kicks out. Ethan Page then rolls up but D'Angelo kicks out. Ethan Page then nails D'Angelo with a boot and goes for another pin, but D'Angelo kicks out and sends Ethan Page crashing into the corner spine first. D'Angelo then sends All Ego Ethan Page into the opposite corner and hits him with a clothesline, then follows it up with a powerbomb for the win. The winner of the match is still your WWE NXT North American Champion, the D'Angelo family's the Don of NXT, D'Angelo. This was okay match for what it was. All right, the Raw on Netflix graphic is showing once again. Okay, we then head to the back where Lexis King is with the former NFL player Ryan Leaf. Lexis King says Ryan Leaf's career didn't work out, but he praised him for calling college football games on the CW and doing a lot of mental health. Lexis King also thanks Ryan Leaf for telling him to go to Minneapolis for a deadline. Charlie Dempsey then shows up and says he will give Lexis King a shot at the NXT Heritage Cup in 2 weeks if he has a workout with him, and Lexis King agrees. Alright, let's move on. The WWE NXT champion, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade make their way down to the ring for the main event of the night. Alright, it's time. It's time for our main event. It's next on hashtag WWE NXT. We then see Ethan Page leaving the building in his gear, and he tells a camera person that he can't do an interview. All Ego Ethan Page then says he has lost his way. All Ego Ethan Page then says he tells everyone he is all ego, but he doesn't think he is. All Ego Ethan Page then says he has no idea how to get back to the NXT Championship. All Ego Ethan Page then says he's just lost in of shame. He lost in the shame. All right, let's move on. Vic Joseph then listened the then Vic Joseph then lists the following matches for next week's show: Trick Williams versus Eddie Thorpe for the NXT Championship, which is Trick Williams going to retain. Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Mark Coffey and Wolfgang for the NXT Tag Team titles. Oba Femi versus Nathan Frazier, and Zarya and Soruko versus Lash Legend and Shakira Jackson. All right, my queen, the madness, the madness, Julia, which is my queen. Julia then makes her way down to the ring for the main event of the night and is attacked by the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. Keelani Jordan then makes her way and helps Julia. Keelani Jordan then hits Roxanne Perez and Cora Jade with a dive from the ring to the floor. Keelani Jordan then rolls Roxanne Perez inside the ring and falls, which leads to the referee calling for the bell to officially start the match. All right, so we get the main event of the evening. So we get a tag team match. The Beautiful Madness, my queen, Julia and Keelani Jordan versus the WWE NXT champion, the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. And this tag team match right here, this was, in my opinion, this was fun. This was a fun main event to watch. Fun main event tag team match. The match starts off with Keelani Jordan continuing to wear down Roxanne Perez. Julia then tags in and gives Roxanne Perez space, but Roxanne Perez blindsides her from behind and delivers some stumps on her in the corner. Thanks to a distraction from from Cora J. Cora J then tags in and sends Julia crashing into the middle rope, face first, but Julia tags out to Kelani Jordan. Julia and Kelani Jordan then double team on Cora J, and Kelani Jordan hits her arm drag on Cora J. The Prodigy Watson Press then tags in, but Kelani Jordan nails her with a couple of arm drags and a drop kick. Keelani Jordan then sends Watson Press into the opposite corner and tags the managed Julia before the Prodigy Watson Press sends Keelani Jordan crashing out of the ring. The Prodigy Watson Press then hits a top suicide on Keelani Jordan on the outside and tags in Cora J. Cora J and the Prodigy Watson Press then double team on Keelani Jordan, and Cora J goes for a pin on Keelani Jordan. Keelani Jordan then kicks out and the Prodigy Watson Press tags back in. Keelani Jordan then sends Cora J out of the ring. Then tags in the Madness, my queen Julia. Julia then nails the Prodigy with a forearm, then follows it up with a bear hug, suplex, and goes for a pin. The Prodigy Watson Press then kicks out and sets up for Pop Rock, but Julia escapes and hits a back suplex on the Prodigy Watson Press. Keelani Jordan then tags in Madness Julia, sends the Prodigy Watson Perez crashing into the mat. Keelani Jordan then hits a splash off the top and goes for a pin on the Prodigy Watson Perez, but Cora J breaks the fall and sends the Madness Julia out of the ring. The Prodigy Watson Perez rolls up Keelani Jordan, but Keelani Jordan kicks out, and the Prodigy Watson Perez nails her with a drop kick. Cora J then tags in and looks to double team on Keelani Jordan and with the Prodigy Watson Perez, but Julia trips the Prodigy Watson Perez as she runs the ropes, opening the door for Keelani Jordan to nail Cora J with a kick and a fly over the top rope to land on her. The Prodigy Watson Perez then hits the prop rock on Keelani Jordan on the outside, but the Madness Julia nails her with a drop kick off the ring apron and brawls with her up the ramp. This then opens the door for Cora J to hit a DDT on Keelani Jordan for the win. The winner of the tag team match, the WWE NXT Women's Champion, the Prodigy Watson Perez and Cora J. I'm surprised that Keelani Jordan took the pinfall instead of the Madness Julia. It says the match was fun for what it was. After the match, my queen, Stephanie Valkyria music hits, but she doesn't appear on the ramp. Stephanie Valkyria instead attacks Cora J from behind and picks up the bat, then breaks it over her knee and chases her through the crowd. And it says right here, we then head to the back and see Eddie Thorpe signs the contract for the NXT Championship next week in Abel's office. As Abel stands by, Eddie Thorpe then reveals that he staged the attack on himself and took himself out of the Men's Iron Survivors Challenge as a mean of getting himself in the NXT Championship match and walks away, much to Abel's surprise and disbelief as the show comes to a close. And WWE NXT goes off there. But here's my thing that I don't get. Why would Eddie Thorpe attack himself just to qualify just to get himself the NXT Championship match? That part right there does not make sense by Eddie Thorpe. So he took himself out. Earlier doing the promo with Trick Williams and Obafemi, he says that somebody blindsided him by attacking him, and Eddie Thorpe accused Obafemi. But Obafemi didn't attack Eddie Thorpe. You heard what he said in the backstage promo in Ava's office, that he took himself out to qualify to get himself involved in the NXT Championship match against Trick Williams. And I already know Trick Williams is going to retain the NXT Championship because Trick Williams, that's my, you know what I'm saying, that's my man's, bro. I'm riding with my man Trick Williams. Whoop that trick, and Trick Williams is going to retain the NXT Championship. And that's all I gotta say for next week. But I cannot wait to WWE NXT New Year's Evil, that Trick Williams is going up against Obafemi for the NXT Champion. Take my money to see that match. But at the end of the day, I feel like I kind of got a bad feeling that Trick Williams is going to drop the title to Opal Family. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But I'm just going to predict. But I'm just going to predict out of nowhere that Opal Family is going to take the title off of take the NXT Championship away from Trick Williams. But that's going to be a good match between Trick Williams versus Opal Family for the NXT Championship. That's going to be a good match. This is something that everybody has been asking for, and I'm down for it. And that's all I gotta say. But okay, let me collect myself by saying, if you guys made it this far from my WWE NXT review and highlights, please give yourselves a round of applause. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this on the channel, and help me get to 7K subscribers so I'll become YouTube partner for the very first time. But continue to watch my video, continue to run my videos and run my playlist so I can get the 3K watch outs I deserve. But other than that, WWE NXT was a good show and was a good show for what it was, and I enjoyed the show for what it was, and that's all I gotta say from here. But anyway, I want you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow my social media down below in the description. And I will make a YouTube short video to show you guys 1000% foolproof of my thumbnail. The proof is in the pudding. I'm going to come at you guys with the facts. And I will see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. Please, for the love of God, AEW Dynamite, give us a good AEW Dynamite show tomorrow, please. I am begging of you. Give myself and the fans a good AEW Dynamite show tomorrow. Please, that's all we asking. Last week AEW Dynamite show was god awful. But tomorrow's AEW Dynamite better not be god awful as well. Let me find out that AEW Dynamite tomorrow is a god awful show, and I'm going to make a review about AEW Dynamite review and highlights. And I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. All right. I want you guys to have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Whoever shows up first in my world premiere will get a very special shout out. So make sure you guys read the pin on top of the chat when I have an upcoming world premiere tonight. Read the pin on top of the chat so you guys won't forget and won't miss out. Anyway, have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And when it comes to me doing wrestling reviews, I just don't give you guys my half of my review. I give you guys the full review from the beginning all the way to the end. Now break it down about how I feel about what I saw on NXT. That's all I gotta say. Without further ado, have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your friends and family about my YouTube channel because I'm on the road to 7K and become a YouTube partner. But make sure you guys run my videos and run my playlists. That is much as important. And I'm talking to my subs and viewers only. Run my videos and run my playlists. I'm just letting all my subs and viewers know. Run my videos and run my playlists. It's not that hard. I don't intertwine my pick and choose or like and support. I support everybody because I care. And I'm glad that I said that. I'm glad that I said that on my channel. All right, have a great night. Stay safe and always stay positive. Kept your crew, kept your kings, kept your club. Too sweet. I'm out of here. Gang. Mwah. Bang. Too sweet. Gang. And hit me up in the comment section. Hit me up in the comment section about, do you guys have anybody had any questions? Feel free to ask me down below in the comment section or ask me in my chat when I have an upcoming world premiere. Any questions? Let me know down below in my comment section, or let me know in my chat when I have an upcoming world premiere. That's all I gotta say. Have a great night. Stay safe and always stay too sweet and positive. Gang.